So once again, Boys on Film are at South by Southwest. Covering it this year is Raj, and look, he's not in London, he's actually there physically at South by in Texas. How's it going, Raj?
I'm good. It's been quite a week of seeing lots of films and seeing some gigs, and if you can't tell by the look on my face, I'm exhausted, but happy to be reporting to you in Texas. Actually, I'm a little outside of Austin right now. I'm staying at my friend's house. But yeah, it's been quite an adventure so far.
I'm guessing it's worth the pain, because it's, like you say, it's pretty exhausting, but you've taken in so much. I mean, the other day I saw you posting that you were watching New Order, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's really cool. I've never actually seen New Order live ever, so it was really nice to see them live for the first time in such a very vibrant and energetic setting. And they brought all of their visuals, and they even did an encore of 3 Joy Division songs. So I thought that was pretty special.
Yeah, they've got to cover the Joy Division stuff, because that's the roots, isn't it? But I was so jealous. I was envious of that footage, envious of you being there. I really wanted to. I've seen them a couple of times, but South by Southwest, I mean, that must have been like off the scale, that atmosphere.
It was really good.
So we've got quite a lot to cover. We'll do those, obviously the other reviews in separate videos, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to like this video, because this is National Anthem we're talking about.
So National Anthem was the very first film I saw at the Stateside Theater. You know that we're big fans of Charlie Plummer, and especially his movie Lean on Me, which is actually one of my favorite films.
So good.
So yeah, this one was about a different kind. Well, it's kind of the same sort of role that he played in this film. Sort of a quiet kid, coming of age story. But I'll read you the Internet Movie Database synopsis of this just to give you an idea. So, a 20-year-old construction worker in New Mexico joins a community of queer rodeo performers in search of their own version of the American dream. Directed by Luke Guilford.
He must have been about 15 when we saw him in Lean on Pete. That must have been a good 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, I'm not entirely convinced that it's not the same character from Lean on Pete, but because of the same sort of very rural setting. Same sort of character, really. He's a construction worker trying to live paycheck to paycheck, hand to mouth, trying to support his little brother, who's also a little bit queer, it might seem. And yeah, he stumbles upon this ranch. I believe it's called the Splendor Ranch or something like that, or House of Splendor, in the middle of nowhere, really. And yeah, it's this collective of like queer, trans, rejected people from society who live in this small town. And he happens to fall in love with sort of the trans, beautiful girl of the group, but she's also taken. So there's a little bit of a bizarre love triangle there. That New Order pun was definitely intended. And yeah, it's a really cute film. It also stars Mason Alexander Park in it. If you've seen Sandman, you know who I'm talking about. Who they play Desire. But yeah, it was a really lovely film. Maybe a bit grandiose in what it got away with, because it definitely took some liberties that I don't think they could actually get away with in real life versus film. I kind of want to see it again just to take it in for a second time. But I really enjoyed it. It's a sort of like, indie spirited gay film that I just really enjoyed watching.
And my guess is that they'll probably include this as part of the programme for next year's Flair here at the BFI in London, because it's obviously a very queer themed movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see it on the lineup whatsoever. Maybe even London Film Festival coming later on in the year. But yeah, it was a really good film. I'm such a fan of Charlie Plummer now. I just think I don't know what he emotes off the screen is really draws me in. So yeah.
He's really good, and in Lean on Pete, he didn't necessarily have to say much. Like you said, that he emotes. That's so accurate, because he gives off this real, genuine feeling as well. You really get the sense that he's a real person on the screen. Obviously, he's acting, but you don't feel that he's acting. It feels quite believable when you see him on screen.
Absolutely, absolutely. But it's really magical. I mean, that's one of the things about South by Southwest is when you come here, you just don't go to a movie. You know, you're literally watching the movie with the entire cast and crew, especially if it's a North American premiere. And it's just really lovely to be in a room with such positive energy for what this director accomplished. And you know, there's a bit at the end of the film where they're singing the national anthem at a queer rodeo, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And then, you know, I realized a few seconds into it, I'm like, oh, the actor's sitting right in front of me, like literally the seat right in front of me. So
Oh, wow.
it's those kind of experiences that make South by Southwest so special. So yeah, I'm glad to be here. I can't believe that we've only got 2 days left. But yeah, it was a great film to start my South by Southwest journey and get back into it. So South by Southwest is back. Took a few years hiatus, and they did a great job online for the past couple of years. But I think really now the focus is back on the real event and what makes
Yeah.
it so special. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to give it a 3.5 stars. I mean, this film's not going to be for everybody, but you know, if you're like me who likes my queer indie dramas with a twist. I think you'll really like this film.
So it's called National Anthem. 3.5 star rating from Raj. We've got plenty more South by coverage, plenty more reviews to come. We've got Flaming Hot, Self-Reliance. Was it Self-Reliance? Set Reliance. No, Self-Reliance. Can't read my own writing. Hypnotic and You Are My Voice Boyfriend. So you've seen about 10 films plus already. So
yeah,
there's plenty more to come.
Yeah, and still a few more to hit over the weekend. So yeah.
Excellent. Thank you for watching, everyone. Catch you soon, Raj, and don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next one.